Well, this is it, the last video that I'm putting together in 2024. It's completely unscripted. I've not really thought about it. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's just see how it goes. I dare say most of you will end up watching this, or most of you who do end up watching this. It will be the first video of 2025. I'm going to be premiering it, I think. I've just had a quick look at the calendar, and I'm going to be premiering it on New Year's Eve. And I'm fairly sure that most people will have other things to do on New Year's Eve than watch a sad old bugger like me sit talking about his toy collecting hobbies and stuff like that in 2024. At least I hope you've got better things to do. Yeah, it's been an interesting year. There's been all sorts of stuff. There's been a drastic shift in my collecting attitudes and stuff that I've been bringing into the shop as well. This video is probably going to flick between shop and my own collecting. You know, like I say, it's unscripted. It'll just flow wherever it goes. Yeah, there's been a big shift in moving towards toys from Japan. You must have noticed it yourself. I've been watching and consuming a lot more Japanese programming myself, and as well as Korean and Thai and Taiwanese, you name it, all of that Asian area. I've been watching a lot of their stuff myself, and it's obviously influenced where my collecting habits have gone, and it's made me aware of more toys that are out there than what we usually see on the UK collecting market. But there's been some interesting stuff this year. I haven't even got bullet points for this, so I'm probably going to go back and forth, and it's going to meander, and it's going to, well, it's going to be off the cuff. Let's say that it's going to be off the cuff. So I've picked up things from Toy Fairs. One of the cool items was this Astro Boy by Billiken. There's actually two of them. There's another one up there with his fist raised. I have seen another one or two since as well, and I've been tempted to pick them up for the shop. They're very much the way I have them displayed behind me up top. They're very much out of sight, out of mind, which is a shame because they are pretty cool. They do bring a lot of joy, they make me smile, and that's another direction that my toy collecting habits have gone. You know, the way I pick things up now. Because there's so much to collect. There's so much that you can go for in this world now that I've got to the point where if it doesn't even make you smile, then what's the point of it? And that's one thing. Whenever I look at it, the corners of my mouth are pulled, shall we say. So there's been that sort of stuff that I've picked up. There's been the really wacky, which this has been a particular favourite of mine, and it did make Toy of the Day at one point. Toy of the Day, that's something that I really need to keep up with, isn't it? I've let that slip a lot, particularly over the Christmas period. I think I did one Christmas Eve and then Boxing Day, and that's probably about it over the Christmas period. And in all fairness, even outside of the shop and in my own collection, as you can see, there's a lot of things that I could use as Toy of the Day. So yeah, I need to get on top with that. So there's stuff like that I've picked up. There's always the Godzillas, and you've seen this one, yeah, or you might have seen this one. I think I show it at the end of a Toy Fair video. It might have been a Bolton Toy Fair video, and I also had received this, so I unboxed it in the video. I didn't pick that up at Bolton. I'd pre-ordered that from Mondo, and it just happened to arrive around about the time that we visited Bolton. And then there's been sort of like third-party new Mighty Maxes, which I've been on board with. I like them. Bit disappointed in this second series of them that they come in sealed packaging that you can't open without damaging the card backs. So these are probably going to stay on card, which is a shame. I do like my Mighty Maxes to be loose and out of the packet and able to have a little fiddle around and inspect all that high detail that is in these things. There's a lot of high detail in them. Looking forward to some next year, which I need to look and see if they're able to pre-order yet, because these guys are doing some official Godzilla micro sets. There's a Godzilla one and there's a Biolante one, so I don't want to miss out on those. There have been a couple of their sets that I have missed out on, sadly. I didn't know they were available to pre-order until the pre-orders had sold out. So I need to get on that. There's been a cool Christmas item that I received in the form of, it's another Mondo piece, is this one. I pre-ordered it when it came out. My mum was struggling to get me something for Christmas that she knew that I'd love. And I said, well, how about you pay for this and this can be my Christmas present. And I'm very, very happy with that. So thank you, Mum. You've got excellent taste. I don't know where you get it from. And there's been other stuff as well. I mean, I don't collect Transformers, but it doesn't stop me buying something when I see that there's something out there that I think is particularly been brilliant, and I do believe that this is effing brilliant. Look at the size of this thing. Optimus Prime, it's yeah, that's the weight of him. His leg just drops. He's by a company called Pangu, and they do knockoffs and third-party stuff in China. There was a bit of a bad taste with this one when it arrived. They have dodgy shoulders, and when it arrived, the shoulder had broken in the post, and they're very happy to send out replacement parts. And it took 6 weeks for that replacement part to come up, to arrive. And when it did, it was quite traumatic. I had the help of Ed from Vaults of Icon. He helped me, well, he didn't help me repair it, he repaired it for me. Because he loves taking things apart, tinkering with them and putting them back together. So he was ideal for this. And he's had to do similar fixes with his own Transformers in his collection as well. And even he struggled like mad to get to a point where this could be repaired. So every time I look at it, I remember that traumatic experience. Anyway, it's fixed now. He works. He can be fully transformed. It's never been transformed. It probably never will be transformed. And obviously there was also the missing link Optimus Prime, which is right in there, and that, I would say, is a highlight of 2024. That is definitely a highlight of 2024. Is a fantastic figure. At least I think it was 2024. Excuse me while I double check when I put up my my unboxing video of it. Let's see, videos. I'm sure it was 2024. It's got to be. Keep going, I'm nearly there. I put out too many videos. Unboxing and review. 9 months ago, missing link Optimus Prime. Yes. So yeah, definitely 2024. Yeah, it's 100% a highlight. But I don't think anything that I've bought this year, if we're going to get into best toy of the year for me, and I've already addressed this with someone, for me the best toy of the year, and I also did an unboxing video of this, is Voltron. The Chogokin Voltron. This impressed me very much when I bought it. Let's put his face down so you can actually see it. There we go. There's his face. Someone's been fiddling with this, haven't they? Not me. Not me. And it still impresses me now. The weight of this thing is incredible. The detail in it, the feel of it, the look of it, it's an 11 out of 10 piece for me, is this. And it's a little bit dusty. He's been on display since I got him. And he's definitely by far the best toy of the year. So if you're holding out to see what that is, you can go now. Best toy of the year for me, Chogokin Voltron. It's phenomenal. It really is phenomenal. I need to play with it more, I think. I'm really happy with the pose I've got him in though, so I'm reluctant to, but I do need to play with him more. He's a lot of fun. He really, really is. He's a lot of fun. Other highlights, well, I was getting a lot of Nemo stuff, wasn't I? There's been some Knights of the Old Republic pieces added to the collection. The Droids line is finished, the Ewoks line is finished. There's some Star Wars Holiday special figures that have come in from Nick at Nemo, and I think that's it. Oh, Heir to the Empire. Heir to the Empire was a good one. We got Luke, Jerus, Saboth, and Mara Jade. Obviously there was a Grand Admiral Thrawn as well, but that was just me picking that up because it's Grand Admiral Thrawn. I already had another version of a retro looking Grand Admiral Thrawn and I was happy with that. But you know me and Thrawn. In fact, I've just emptied my Thrawn cabinet downstairs in the living room, and that's the one that I already had, which is a Smith Lord's Creation one. Yes, I know, very, very controversial in the collecting circles is this one. And yes, I was screwed over by this company. I never got the 13 that they were promising. But I did get the one. Very, very expensive one, I suppose, but I got it. And if we're going to talk about the Nemo Studios one, then there we go. He's right there. Yeah, very, very nice welcome pieces to the collection, both of those actually. And now they're all going to fall over because they were balanced just right. Obviously we can't talk about Nemo Studios this year unless we mention Cosmic Toy Man. I can't thank Nick enough for the work that he did on that. I'm thrilled to pieces with that particular figure. Never in my life did I think that I would have a figure of my own that I'd developed, created, and wanted to see out on the market. I never thought I would see it available. And thank you, Nick, it is out there, it is available, and plenty of you guys have supported me in buying that, and I thank you all very, very much. And yeah, so it's there. In fact, give me a minute, because I'm not the only one who's done this. In fact, have we to go into pickups of from the NEC Toy Fair? We could do. I suppose we could do. I wasn't planning to, but we could do. There's also Manic Miners. Kev from Manic Miners. He's also had Nemo Studios do his own figure. In fact, prior to me, he did. He actually had two done. This is the one that I was interested in getting hold of. Poozilla. Well, it's a kaiju, isn't it? And it's his own creation. It's there. Now he does have a nemesis to fight in the form of oh, what's he called? Oh, I've forgotten the name of the other figure, but it's you can see it on the artwork there. It's a washing machine robot with arms and legs, and there they are fighting on the front there. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. But yeah, I was more interested in the kaiju. Maybe I'll get the robot at some point as well. We'll see. We did a swap actually. He wanted a Cosmic Toy Man, I wanted that, so we did a swap. If we are going to go into pickups, I can't show you that because that's a birthday present for someone, and he may be watching. Don't want to spoil it. Last year, LOWBOT treated me to a present, well, two presents. He got me, where are they? He got me that Mighty Max sign and that Daleks sign right there. And while, you know, to put in front of the collections, and while walking around the NEC, told you this was going to be meandering, didn't I? I saw a Godzilla one. And I thought, yep, I'm having that. That looks pretty cool. They're 15 quid of those, two for 25. They are 3D printed, they are unofficial, but it's very, very good quality 3D print. I've got to give them that. I didn't get a card, otherwise I'd tell you the name of the company. I believe you can get these on Etsy. Yeah, that'll probably go at some point in front of the Godzilla stuff somewhere. But yeah, he started me off with this, did LOWBOT, so I figured I'd continue and get that one. I only got the one because none of the other things that you had available at the time on the day were what I collected, so it was no good to me. Oh, another controversial item here. Oh, what I'm going to do with it's controversial. I picked up a vintage Star Wars figure. It's R2-D2, and he's battered. You know, he's got quite a lot of chrome wear to the top of his head. His sticker's beaten, but the actual plastic, the actual figure's not in bad shape, so I figured a repro sticker. Oh, I know, vintage collectors hate that, don't they? I don't care. A repro sticker, and maybe a touch up to the head in different colours. So this may end up being, instead of a blue R2 unit, it might be a red R2 unit, or maybe a purple R2 unit, or maybe something completely different. We'll have to see what happens there, because I want to be able to try and get the metallic effect on whatever colour I put on there as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Either it'll be a metallic paint, but in order to get the chrome, I think it might have to be silver and then a wash over it, so the chrome shows through. See, we're even talking painting techniques now. I told you this was going to be meandering and completely unscripted and off the cuff. And the main item that I bought, and it was the first item that I bought, and for the longest time I thought it was going to be the only item that I bought on the day. This is from a trader called Lee, who I know is probably watching, so thank you very much, Lee. And we've got a vintage giant robot Doctor Who figure by Dennis Fisher. It is boxed. Now the box is a little beat up, a little worn for me, but it's 1976. These things don't really stand up, and you don't often find a box for them at all. I think this is only the second one of these that I've come across in the wild or at a toy fair or shops or anything like that. And the other one was graded and stupidly expensive, so I was never going to buy it. I don't want my toys to be encapsulated in plastic, never to be able to be seen. I want to be able to get mine out of the box and show them off and play with them if I want to play with them. I don't play with my toys, but you know what I mean. I want to be able to fiddle with them. You know what I mean. So there he is. Now I can't remember, there's no images on the box, and I haven't checked, and I can't remember because I've not really looked into this line too much. I have the Tom Baker one, and I have the TARDIS, and I do want to complete the lineup. But did he come with a gun? I don't think he came with a gun, did he? I can't remember if he was supposed to have a gun. There's no images on the box that show him with a gun, and he doesn't have a gun, so I don't. But I want to be sure he's complete, and I don't know if he is. So in the comments, guys, please let me know, did he come with a gun? Anyway, the figure itself is in really excellent shape. Very, very nice. He's got both his shoulders, which frequently missing. Got both his feet, which frequently missing. Well, it looks like he's got everything except a gun if he's supposed to come with a gun. He's very, very nice. I just think so. I think there's some ever so slight discoloration around that band going across the top of his head. And if I'm honest with you, I think that might be caused by the glue that's holding it together. You know, the original factory glue. But apart from that, it's wonderful shape. Wonderful shape. It's made out of that really cheap, nasty plastic as well. Which, again, that just tells you it's like these were not built to last. These were not intended to be around now for us to collect. These were intended to be played with, fall apart, throw in the bin, and move on to a new toy. Excuse me. My breakfast is repeating on me. So yeah, I'm going to pop him back in his box before an arm or a leg drops off. But yeah, well happy with that. That's I'd like a better box, I'll admit, but as I say, this is only the second one I've ever come across, and the first one that's not, you know, in a sarcophagus that you can't ever open. So happy with that. Missing the inserts, you know, the inserts of the box. He did tell me that, did Lee. So yeah, I haven't actually got anything else out here to show you, so I won't. The channel moving forward. Well, I'll carry on with what's new at Cosmic Toys. There'll always be a new episode of that, hopefully every week. Obviously there's some weeks when it just can't happen, either there's been no trade-ins, or I've not processed any new stock, or deliveries being small, or the shop's been closed for a week. You know, I intend to continue moving forward, taking a little bit of time off for myself. So there could always be that occasion when there's just nothing to show. If that happens, then I'll still try and get something out for you. Try and have something available for you to watch. Otherwise, one thing I do want to start doing more of is unboxing videos, or showing toy videos, or demonstrating toy videos. As stuff comes into my collection, if I think it's worth doing a video of to show you it, then I'll do that. I've got a couple of things already that I've been meaning to do a video of for quite a while. Even though they don't seem to do all that well, I'm still going to keep getting the Horus Heresy Joy Toy figures, and because I'm getting them anyway, I'll probably do a video. Now I know those videos don't always do incredibly well, and that's probably why I've not been in a rush to do a video for one that I've had for over a month now, which is the... oh, what's his name? It's the Thousand Suns guy. Magnus. I've got Magnus the Red. It looks incredible, looks absolutely phenomenal. So I will be doing an unboxing video of that at some point. Maybe that'll be the first unboxing video you get in January, we'll see. And I dare say before long there'll be another one as well. I think we're still waiting on Dark Angels guy. Would that be Lionel Johnson? I do get them mixed up. There's 20 of them. And I haven't read them or listened to the audiobooks of all of them yet, so yeah, I do get them mixed up a little bit. So there'll be those. I don't know if I'll do Gundam unboxing videos, because obviously you've got to build them, so if I ever do anything along those lines, it'll be a live stream, like we did with Andy of Excelsior's Domain and Ed of Volkswagen. We did that over Christmas period. In fact, from my point of view, that was last night. So we might do more stuff like that. We'll see. And even if I do it on my own, which I've done that in the past. And I might do some videos of unboxing older toys. Because there's toys that I've got in my collection that I've had for donkey's years and still never taken out the box. There's, in fact, literally in a cupboard just off camera there, I've got a lot of 1/12 scale figures, Sideshow Hot Toys, which have never been out the box. So there's always a chance of doing a video like that. I always feel with Hot Toys though that you have to go quite in depth, and I don't know if that's me. Yeah, I don't know if that's got my kind of flavour to it. I like to sort of like show it, put it in a few poses, boom, we're done. But with Hot Toys, they come with that many accessories, and I feel you've got to talk about the clothing and whatever else, at least to appease the Hot Toys collectors. I don't know if I'll do that. I mean, that video I did of the Miles Morales, that was quite a long video to film, even though it wasn't particularly long, you know, longer video for you guys to watch. It was a very long time that a lot of effort I put into filming that one. and the viewing figures don't back up the effort that went into it, if you know what I mean. So I don't know, that I might start doing videos as well without that red backdrop, because to set up that little mini studio that I film in, it's, again, a lot of effort goes into that, just setting it up and then putting it away again after filming. So it might be a case of tabletop, wall, yeah? We'll see. I do like to put a bit more effort into my videos and have them look a little bit more presentable than that, but I'll probably still get the lights out and so that you can see everything clearly. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get a tablecloth. That might do the job, a tablecloth. And yeah, I don't think there's much else really for me to talk about. We've talked about the toys. I've talked about my favourite one of the year. I'm not doing a top 10. Couldn't do a top 10. And we've talked about Toy Fairs. There's going to be continuing with the Toy Fair videos. I didn't film at the NEC. Again, back on the topic of the NEC, I told you, meandering back and forth. That was because, and I think I mentioned it in the live stream last night, that was because when we got in, which was just before 8, 7:45, something like that, most, and I mean most, not half, but most of the tables were still empty. The dealers hadn't turned up, they hadn't set up. So I think it was probably on my 3rd trip around, my 3rd circuit, that most, if not all, of the traders were there. And by that point, I had seen countless other people, YouTubers, streamers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, whatever, you name it, influencers. I'd seen countless of them filming, and I thought, okay, they're all doing this. What can I bring to this? What can I bring to a video of the NEC Toy Fair that everybody else isn't already doing? So I decided not to bother. I put my camera away, put my phone away, and decided I was just going to enjoy the day. And I did. Hooked up with Mario and his wife Anne, and we sat down for a cup of tea. We must sat there for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and we had a good chinwag, a good chat. It was fantastic. Mario being one of the channel members and subscribers of the Cosmic Toys YouTube channel, and yeah, it was brilliant. He'd come over from Ireland for the Toy Fair, and yeah, we had a good chinwag. It was great. And then we just went home after that, made his way back up to Dewsbury. So yeah, there'll be more Toy Fair videos. In fact, 29th today, so tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm at Doncaster. We've got a Toy Fair there. We're standing Doncaster, and I will be going round with the camera, and that'll probably be the first proper fully edited video that you get in 2024 after this. And yeah, that'll probably be next Tuesday's release. We'll see. Yeah, so I think I've done rambling now. I think I've talked enough rubbish, enough crap. And well, we're at 29 minutes, 30 minutes, so yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching all year. I do appreciate your support. I hope you continue doing so this year. Hope I continue to entertain you. And I'll catch you again in the next one. So, cheerio, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Wow, I can tell you now, the Cosmic Supreme wishes that he could move like that. You can buy your own Cosmic Toyman action figure that looks just like me at cosmictoys.co.uk now, or just nip into the shop and buy it. But no, it's not going to be able to dance like that.